second note on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is an extremely important work, I think, because we can look at it from various angles. I would even venture to say that the least important one, the least important perspective is that of literally taking the plot and looking at it. As Dr. Jekyll, who is known as a kind, decent man, and then he is involved with this stranger, this Mr. Hyde, who is trampling over a child from the start, and then he goes as far as to commit murder, and we find that he was a despicable man altogether, even before that. Furthermore, there's even more mystery, so it's interesting even to look at the plot just like that, story without implications or any message behind it. It turns out that Mr. Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll, is covering for Mr. Hyde. He is hiding something, and then we get to learn more. I will not say in the eventuality, which is there's a small possibility that someone looks at this, and then even smaller that one decides to read this only after engaging with this note. So I'll not say how it ends, but we learn more about the explanation, and that's strange to say the least. I want to concentrate, however, on the other message I mentioned in the first note, the fact that we can look at this from a different perspective. We have the good and the bad within. A mind can make heaven out of hell, but also hell out of heaven. So it's very much up to us. It's not what happens, what we make of what happens in a stoic perspective, and then also in the sense of developing and allowing the good to take over, so to say, to be in control and diminishing the bad. Of course, we'll have bad habits, tendencies, anger, and so on, but that's part of the point. And I will emphasize this message today, the way I see it. Indeed, we can work on the body even. Even now on TV, or it was there a while ago. Some BBC documentaries insisting on how we can adapt different diets, different ways of lifestyles to change the body with a reduced calorie intake. For instance, it seems that we can live 120, some even go as far as to say 50 years, and they prove that with mice, and it's proved by the way of living of people in Okinawa, where they have the biggest number of people at 100 and over, and where they have a special diet, and they have a special lifestyle. Ikigai is the key. Having a reason to move, a reason to get out of bed, and to carry on with life. And with that, I would say that we allow Dr. Jekyll to not just survive, but flourish, and we can extinguish Mr. Hyde, if you will, from within, the one who's inside us, by adapting a lifestyle which is good for the body, and also do the same for the mind. Train the mind in such a way that we let the good side win, and not the terrible, hideous Mr. Hyde, which is within all of us.